Ekapa Mine, where efforts are continuing to recover the bodies of 5 miners trapped underground. Ntokozo Khumalo is in Kimberley for more on this. Ntokozo, good afternoon to you. What's the latest there this Monday lunchtime?
Good afternoon, Stephen. Well, since the morning, we've been waiting to hear from Premier Zamani Saul around particularly the issues of the workers that still are working at Ekapa Mine who received their payslips on Friday, but no notification of funds entering their accounts just as yet. And as you see from the visuals that Tapelo is feeding right now, the workers are still waiting outside here, and it is a mix of current workers as well as some of those workers that had been retrenched or let go and laid off, and some of those as well who had 10% of their salaries shaved off. So that is one of the reasons that we are here to hear from the Premier on the way forward of getting that money to them, but also around the liquidation process, how exactly the mine was able to go ahead and apply for a liquidation process before considering business rescue in order to be able to afford the finances needed to continue, of course, that mission of retrieving the 5 bodies that remain trapped at that joint shaft, but also the issue then of the workers being able to appoint their own liquidator. So tomorrow they're planning to go to court as Ekapa then submits their documents to the High Court to be able to appoint a liquidator. But let's hear what one of the general foremans at the mine, Stephen, that I spoke to a little bit earlier on this morning. He was basically saying the importance of the workers signing the petition. So when they arrived here at the Premier's office from yesterday afternoon, actually, they started signing the petitions to get their own liquidator. The aim is to get at least get 501 signatures, considering that it will be more than 1,000 workers impacted. So we're just going to move to here because it does seem that they will be caucusing right now for a meeting, because one of the things that they are disagreeing on is that when the Premier left this morning for his meeting, he had said that he only wanted the representatives of the workers to meet with him in the boardroom inside. But they're saying that time for boardroom meetings is over. There is no more time for that. But I think let's hear just from some of the people here, Uguti, what is the way forward. Sanbona, I don't know if you can tell us, you've been waiting here for the whole day for the Premier to address you. Is there any progress that you've heard of him coming to address people here?
No, there's no progress since we are here. The Premier's in his office, but he's never come out and come to talk to us. We are still waiting the Premier. He must come. He said he was call someone, but I think the better way, yena mela aze ngokwakhe apha ngoba sithi apha abalambileyo yena pha kuye uyahlutha, so yena ngoba usibonile sikhona apha sikahambi makaze ngokuiprima okanye makathumele lowo ozamthumela azosixela ukuthi ingakhi yintoni ngoku iway forward yintoni ngoba simele nje into esingayaziyo apha.
Sisicela ukufaka now, because you spoke this morning saying that workers should really stand together at this moment. Kusasa near High Court over the liquidation issue. Are you getting satisfactory communication from the Premier's office right now?
Yes, we met with the Premier this morning. He said he didn't get the feedback of Friday. So I think today he will be busy with that feedback, and then he will come, when he's done with it, he will come back to us and to give us what he must do with the things.
And I think, Stephen, one of the main issues that the workers here are have been concerned about is that This issue is an issue of crisis because when we look about the trickle effects, these might be some of the workers that are impacted. But remember, a lot of them are the breadwinners in their homes. So it's really about doubling or tripling the number of people here that will then have their livelihoods impacted. But I'd like to also bring in Alodia Jacobs that I spoke to yesterday when it comes to the concerns outside of just, the work issues and whether these workers will be able to find employment again and what it means for the salaries that they owed. As you heard, saying that those who are still working received a pay slip but no salaries yet. Alodia, thank you so much for joining us. Now, you highlight a key issue that you are concerned about, particularly also Ekapa Mine shutting down will fuel criminality in Kimberley.
Oh, definitely.
Talk us through that and what it is that you will be saying to the Premier when he comes to address. What are you expecting to hear from him when it comes to the plan around then mine dumps that belong to Ekapa? I went to one. The gates are wide open, so anyone can walk in there.
Our main concern as Abhambe National Civic Movement is that once the mine closes, they're going to, our Zamas will be infiltrating our mining area because that mine is very vulnerable as it is. There is no workers, it's going to be closed down. The criminal factor is going to increase in the Northern Cape, in Kimberley specific. People are sitting without work. How many miners are we going to be expecting to be trapped in that mine? Because that mine is not safe for workers at the moment. And our major problem at the moment is people have not been paid. People are sitting with in a major financial crisis. They can't look after their families. Yes, there are food drives going around, but how much tin food can you eat? How much we need more than that. Kids need to go to school. Accounts need to be paid. Rent need to be paid. We're sitting with a major crisis here in Kimberley, and as we spoke to NUMSA, we spoke to the unions, we're busy with the civic movements, we're busy with political parties. This thing can rage out of control. We're speaking about 1,200 households at risk at the moment. And as a civic movement, we're standing in solidarity with the people. We want to know what is the plan forward, what's going to happen, what's government saying, what's the Premier saying, what's the municipality saying, how are we going to help these people? We cannot allow this to be happening. We need to stand with the people and map a way forward for everyone.
Thank you so much, Stephen. And the details that we also got a little bit more this morning is we did go out to Ekapa Mining to just get a sense of what is happening there. And a gentleman who was actually there to pick up his wife told us that the company had actually requested her to volunteer. I don't know if you recall earlier in the week, I did say that the parking lots rather empty there at Ekapa, but the few workers that were still there asked to volunteer to work in assisting the Petro rescue team. We understand as well that there was a small mudslide that happened last night, but that rescue team able to then escape and get out. So it's not just an issue now of the safety of those 5 miners that are now presumed dead, but even the safety of the rescue workers who made a call for donations for provisions such as water and food, as then that company has applied for liquidation. So we wait to hear from Premier Saul to come out. He is reportedly getting feedback from his team inside, and then will address the workers on whether he heard from the CEO on why the workers received payslips without their money. Stephen.
Ntokozo Khumalo, thank you very much indeed. So many mysteries around this mine. Ntokozo, do appreciate that live update. Very difficult for that community.